Welcome back everybody to the channel. Today we are doing another versus video, and the topic for today is going to be action role-playing games, open world action role-playing games. And because I'm actually not one to physically go out and buy these things on the regular, it's something that's kind of like a treat thing for me, or it's something that I just don't do on the regular. But all that being said, I really did a lot of research into these two games, and this is also going to be like a battle of the exclusive type versus video as well, because we're going to do platforms of Microsoft, including Windows and Xbox, and also PlayStation. And these two games are exclusive to those two consoles, but Microsoft having it on Windows as well. So the games we're talking about are Scalebound on the Xbox One and Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4. Now, when you do these versus videos, especially when you're doing them on different consoles when they're exclusives, you have to really look at the engine. What engine are these games running on? Now, Scalebound is running on the Unreal Engine, which you can take that any way you want. It has a really good reputation so far. It's made some really high quality games, and it usually runs smooth on Xbox from my experience. Whereas Horizon Zero Dawn is running on a new Gorilla engine. I think it's pronounced Gorilla engine. But if I was actually going to explain to you guys which game looks better to me right off the bat, I would have to say that Horizon Zero Dawn on the Gorilla engine looks a little bit better than Scalebound on the Unreal Engine. But that's just my opinion. I mean, both games look absolutely stunning. Very well made for the current gen consoles. Now, like I said, both of these games are action role-playing games. They're both played in the third-person perspective, like most action role-playing games out there. They're both open world, and I've said this before, open world is going to become standard when it comes to video games in the near future, really. But let's talk about the gameplay of each one of these. So in Scalebound, you are a person. Your name is Drew, I believe, and you're accompanied by a dragon named Thuban, or Tuban, something of that nature. And the dragon itself, actually, from the videos that I've seen, looks like it's got like a forced relationship almost between you and this dragon. Now, because you're accompanied by this dragon, he is your fighting mate, so to say. He's always by your side, he always fights with you, and there's also some different abilities where you're able to actually go first person into the dragon himself and fight with the dragon. This is very, from what I've seen with like the running animations and the fighting animations, it does fit the anime type of video game quite a bit, and it does lay it on a little bit more thick than I think Horizon Zero Dawn does. Horizon Zero Dawn gives me like a nature-filled Assassin's Creed almost, where it still has that action role-playing anime feel to it, but they really died it down quite a bit for this game, for Horizon Zero Dawn. Scalebound has laid it on pretty thick, actually. Scalebound is being produced by Platinum Games. They have a good reputation so far, and from what I'm seeing, the game itself actually looks like it's going to be very promising for the Xbox community and also the PC community, but this game has not really been announced for a specific date. It says to be determined 2017, so you can take that with a grain of salt. You can take that any way you really want to, but from what I'm hearing, the game is going to be trying to come out right around Horizon Zero Dawn to compete with it. Now, if we jump over to Horizon Zero Dawn, we can say one huge thing about this game, and it is robot dinosaurs. Now, I'm going to say that one more time, alright? Robot dinosaurs. Now, after I said that, if you still want to choose Scalebound, if you have an Xbox and a PlayStation, that's up to you. But there is something that immediately makes me want to get this game just because of that. Now, this game is going to be released in early 2017, I think in February, and the game seems to me, from the storyline perspective, a little bit more heavy on the storyline. Both of these games do have quite a lore behind them. They both have a very heavy story. That's with a lot of these action role-playing games. They do actually have a little bit of a thick story to them. But if you look at Horizon Zero Dawn looks like there is a lot of cutscenes, and they're really trying to force that, follow our story. This is what this land is about. This is what this whole world is about. And all of that being said, Horizon Zero Dawn is actually set on planet Earth 1,000 years in the future with these robot dinosaurs. And like all of the plant is overgrown. And you can tell just because it's been created for the Earth atmosphere that there's going to be a little bit more lore, because we know about Earth, we know about all of this. They're probably going to be plugging in a lot of Easter eggs they want you to find, a lot of these story-based missions they want you to complete to generate a story that you can understand when it comes to this game. That's just what I thought about this. Now, it seems also in Horizon Zero Dawn that you play as a girl named Aloy, and she has been raised by this individual. I don't want to give away too much of this, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen these trailers and or you want to go watch them for yourself, but this girl, this red-haired girl named Aloy, is raised by this man, and she seems to be trained to fight in a specific way to defeat these robot dinosaurs. I don't know what the story is behind her getting picked up by this guy and being trained for this, but I think that that's kind of the magic of this game. They're really trying to leave us in the dark a little bit more than normal games when it comes to this, and I really actually find that really appealing. And like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn does seem a little bit less anime to me. It seems a little bit more Assassin's Creed-y in an open, overgrown world. So that's just my thoughts on each one of these. If it came down to it, I would have to say, if I have to pick between each one of these games, I would probably pick Horizon Zero Dawn over Scalebound, just simply because robot dinosaurs, I've said that already, and also because I like story-based games. I like being immersed in a story, and I like bow and arrows a lot. And the game is very bow and arrow heavy. You can see that from a lot of the trailers, whereas Scalebound is a lot more hand-to-hand combat, but the dragon is also really cool in Scalebound. It's kind of hard to tell which one would be better, but right off the bat, after doing hours of this research, I really think that Horizon Zero Dawn would very much tickle my fancy a lot better than Scalebound itself. So I hope that you guys liked the video. I would love to hear what game you guys are going to be picking up down in the comments down below. So leave a like, leave a subscription, guys. It really does help me out. I will see you guys later.